and is already on his way back to Old Trafford for treatment. England know if Poland manage a draw against Sweden on Saturday, they're out of the Euro 2000 finals. A Swedish window will let England in, and the possibility of a playoff with Scotland. Graham Miller, ITN Sport.
Well, back now to our main news, the Paddington train disaster, and our senior correspondent Mark Austin, who's at the scene. Mark obviously felt a huge pressure on the investigators to come up with answers. Everybody wants to know what caused it and how quickly are we likely to get that answer?
Well, John Prescott has asked for results within days, but it's going to take longer than that. There's consternation here, I have to tell you, about this signal and how drivers apparently over the last few months and years have been saying this is a signal that they cannot see. They can't see when it turns red, whether it's red, orange or green. Now, if that's the case, and drivers have reported this, then this is entering the realms of scandal. I mean, I've reported train crashes in India and in the Far East where they have old-fashioned rolling stock and equipment, and there are hundreds of people dying in train crashes almost every month. But here, this is modern equipment. This is not a third world country. People will be expecting more, and they will want answers, I think, very quickly. I spoke to one man this morning who laid flowers at a wall here, and he said, how many people have to die before something is done?
Well, we've already heard from you that the task of removing the bodies is going to be extremely painstaking, and until that's completed, presumably there's no question of moving the wreckage, and the line will presumably remain closed.
I think we're talking 2-3 days maybe before the lines are cleared. They haven't even got the cranes in here yet. They've got to erect the cranes when they're brought through this new roadway. It could take 2 or 3 days to remove these carriages.
Mark Austin, thank you.
A reminder, the death toll at the moment stands at 27. It's expected to rise considerably today as rescuers search the remaining burned out carriage. And to help identification, police have set up 4 centres for relatives of passengers unaccounted for. 10 people are still in intensive care in London hospitals.
And that's it from us. The latest on the rail crash on the ITV Evening News at 6:30.
And the ITV Lunchtime News will be back at the same time tomorrow, 12:30. Do join us then if you can. Till then, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Good afternoon. After just a couple of days of quiet but fairly settled autumn weather, things are more changeable again, especially in the north and west. You find rain or showers at time over the next couple of days. In the south, though, well, the fronts will arrive, but they'll be very weak, so mostly dry, I think, for the next couple of days at least in the south. You can see how far the unsettled weather has got on the satellite picture. Northern parts of Britain are more cloudy now. There have been odd spots of rain from this cloud. There's more general rain edging in from the west later, but further south it's still dry and clear and staying that way for the rest of this afternoon. So that's how things stand just now. Much of England and Wales dry with quite a bit of sunshine. In the northwest, as you saw on the satellite picture, more cloud. And that's going to edge further east through the afternoon and towards the evening, bringing 1 or 2 heavier bursts of rain into the far north and west. The rest of Britain, though, staying fine and dry through the afternoon. And after that chilly start this morning with temperatures close to freezing, they've been climbing up the scale through the morning with some sunshine. And by this afternoon, we should see a high of around 13 or 14. That's about 57. And then tonight, the southeast, one more cold night. The north becoming clear as the rain moves away. And then you'll have that weather front across central parts.
Purging.